Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM lead. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching Behind the Screen. Holy cow! Did you hear that new music? That's by a good friend of mine. He is the lead guitarist of Better Gun. Okay, Better Guns. I was the drummer of Better Gun, and I'm in a different state now, so in loving memory of Better Gun. But his name is Brandon. I'm not going to give his last name yet because I'm not sure what all he wants to get out. But I've got him some. I'm hopefully getting him some ideas rolling on things that he could do. That we can do as a community to do some stuff. So I'm looking for. I'm doing research. I hate doing research. So I'm going through, coming up with ideas for this show, and I'm going through these different things on GM Tips, and I came across one by a page called. Let me get back to the top. Tips for Game Masters. It's on the High Programmer page. And I'm just looking through this. I might borrow some of their other ideas later. I will be giving credit. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can go check out some other stuff of theirs. But they've got a good point here. And there's a little section of this article. It's maybe 5 sentences or something like that. And it's called The Gun on the Wall. And this is a quote. I'm going to read this from the High Programmer, and he was quoting someone else. It helps to remember that I subscribe to Anton Chekhov's first rule of playwriting. If there's a gun on the wall in Act 1, Scene 1, you must fire the gun by Act 3, Scene 2. If you fire a gun in Act 3, Scene 2, you must see the gun on the wall in Act 1, Scene 1. Waste nothing. This quote was from J. Michael Staksinski in a post to Usenet in 1994. This goes on to say, I've chosen to quote Staksinski's quote because I can't find a definitive version of Anton's quote. And it goes on to say, in this section of the thing, like I said, I'm going to post this on here. Plan ahead, keep things dense. Players have a knack of complicating and delaying things all by themselves, so don't feel a need to include a lot of red herrings and irrelevant details. So, I'm going to expand on this a little bit. If you have something that was just a minor thing in an earlier game session, how minor is it? How much did it affect your players? Will it affect your players in the future? Give you an example from the last major campaign I ran with the Associates of Mass Destruction. Calling you guys. It was a 2-part campaign. I ran one part from level 1 to level 10. And then I ran a level 10 to level 20 a couple of years later. During that run of level 1 to 10, they got introduced to a character. This character was named Mosk. I spelled it in my notes M-O-S-K. One of my players, in a response to something, sent me an email or a text, I don't remember which, and spelled it M-O-S-Q-U-E, which fired a lot of things. Made the character much more interesting in my mind. Allowed me to say, all right, I've affected the players with this NPC in a way I had not expected. Keep an ear to your players. You might have something that might just be a minor story tag thing, but is it something your players remember? If it is, reintroduce it later on down the line. It might be something simple. When they're corresponding with you, listen to what they're saying and how they say it. How does what you do affect the players? You can use that information in future plot lines. You can have something that you thought at first was just, okay, it's just some little simple thing I can put out there to do that. And then have it affect when the players defeat the bad guy and whatever, this little thing. How do the players affect it? And then have it come back and bite them in the ass. Or not necessarily bite them in the ass, but have it be part of a longer run. And believe me, you guys, by reading that article, I have a game tonight. My players need to stop listening at this point. Mainly my wife. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Turn off the video. You can't watch it until tomorrow, maybe never. You could never watch this video. This is behind the screen. You can't watch it. So, actually, I'm going to make that official. My Sunday night players cannot watch this video. Anyway, so I came up with this idea a while back during the first inclination of the game. And now I think it's time for them to resurface. I don't want to say too much because I don't know if my players are actually going to stop watching. So, but there are things that you can do that will resurface. And this video reminded me of something. Now I've got all these little plot threads running through my head. I keep looking at the screen again because I look a little strange. So, pay attention to what your players are doing. Pay attention to how they react to your NPCs. How do your NPCs... What do your players do to affect your NPCs, and how do your NPCs affect your players? Because anything that affects the players in the past can be brought back to affect the players in the future. It goes with like the returning characters, all kinds of stuff. Whatever affects the players in the past can affect your players in the future. So keep your notes. I know this behind the screen stuff is me rambling. Most of my stuff is just me rambling about a game that I love. Games that I love. I love RPGs. So this is effective for any RPG. A minor detail in the past, something that your characters just might remember or make an offside comment of, may come back and bite them in the ass. It is your job as a DM to keep you don't have to keep like perfect notes of everything they say, but definitely read everything they write to you. Definitely listen to them and make notes of things that pop out. Like a misspelling can lead to a whole new plot point, because that villain or that little MOSK to MOSQUE created my villain for my entire level 10 to 20 campaign. It was a great little run, and he was a bad mother trucker. So, guys, it's been 8 minutes into this film, 8.5 or something like that, into this film. Like I am doing a documentary for the BBC. No, that's all I got for now, guys. Remember, listen to your players, because their past can come back into their future. It goes back to the future. Alright, that's all I got for now, guys. If you like these videos, please click on the like button, which is down here somewhere. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like is an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me reach 300 experience points so I can get to second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. And that's all I have for now, so go forth and roll some dice.